Hey beautiful people, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know that there are so many videos out there that talks about culture shocks that different people have experienced coming here into the UK, but as we all know that on this channel it's always different. I have personally experienced certain things that a lot of people haven't really talked about and that I find shocking coming here into coming into the UK. And the first thing on my list is that I noticed that there are no ceiling fans in all the houses that I've entered in this UK. There are no ceiling fans, unlike places, other countries like Canada, USA, Nigeria. Canada and USA are also temperate regions, and in fact, if not even colder, but their houses have ceiling fans. But on coming here, I discovered that they don't have ceiling fans here, and I don't know why, but there are no ceiling fans in most houses here in the UK. Another culture shock is that their cops here don't go about with guns. They don't walk around with guns. They don't carry guns, unlike other cops in other countries like Nigeria. Here, their police don't go about carrying guns. Another thing that I found shocking on coming here is the fact that you guys, we've been wasting sorry. Like in Nigeria, once someone just slips or falls or something happens to somebody, you just courteous for you to say sorry to that person. But on coming here, you don't just waste your sorries, guys. You don't say sorry anyhow to people here, because they'll even tell you that you didn't cause it. So why are you telling me sorry? So you don't just say sorry to people anyhow, except if, of course, you caused it or you did something to hurt them or something. That's when you should say sorry. But if someone just slips and falls in front of you, or something happens to someone and you feel the need, to like empathize with the person and say sorry, no, you don't. They don't even like it. Like, don't even tell me sorry. Why are you telling me sorry? So that's another thing that I have noticed with their culture. So another thing is, if you go grocery shopping, or you go to buy anything in the stores, where they sell things, once you're just exchanging money for something, and you are done paying, and they ask you first if you want the receipt or not. They don't just hand over the receipt to you and say, oh, here is your receipt. They'll first ask you, do you want your receipt? So that's another thing that I found really, really different from where I'm coming from. So they'll ask you first. I think it's just courteous. I don't know why they do that actually. They just ask, do you want your receipt? And if you say yes, they'll hand it over to you. And if you say no, they just keep it. So they give you the chance to either collect your receipt or reject it. So the choice is yours. So once you're done buying something, they ask, do you want your receipt? And you go yes, then they hand it over to you. So which is very different from where I'm coming from, which normally once you just buy something, it's just automatic. They just hand you over your receipt. But here, they ask you first, do you want your receipt? And if you say yes, that's when they hand it over to you. So yeah, that's another thing that I found very different. So another thing that is shocking, guys, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at the list I came up with on a paper. Another thing that is different with their culture here is that once you come down from the bus or Uber or taxi or whatever, you have to say thank you to the driver. I think this one is just courtesy. They are really courteous here. So you just they say thank you to the drivers after you have alighted from the bus or the train or whatever. You just say thank you. So another thing is that these people are very, very big on please. Like, they take please very seriously. Like I said, they are very courteous. So everything that comes with courtesy is what you will find in this UK. It's just normal courtesy and common sense. Please is just a thing to use anywhere, please, thank you. But here they are really big on these things. So another thing I have noticed about their culture here is that um they are very time conscious, and because they are very time conscious, they like to maximize their time well. Once if people see them walking, they walk fast, they do everything quickly because time is money here. You get paid per hour as well, you do everything per hour, so time is really a big thing for them. So because of that, they tend to stand up in trains or in buses, before they even alight at their bus stops. Let's say, for instance, you're going to alight at the next bus stop now, and you have pressed the buzzer on the on the train, or on the what's it called, on the bus, for you to come down at the next bus stop. So if it can even be like 2 or 3 minutes before the bus gets to their bus stop, these people are already standing up. You get, so they stand up ahead, like before they even get to the bus stop at all. I noticed that they like to stand up and get ready to come down from the bus. I think this just saves time, it saves the driver the time, and everybody is happy at the end of the day. It helps the driver meet up with their time, instead of waiting till you get to the bus stop before even standing up from your seat. So they stand up before they even get to their bus stops. They just stand up there and wait before the bus finally stops. So I noticed that they do this a lot in trains and in buses. They stand up before they even get to their final bus stop. While the bus and the train is still moving, you are already standing up to get ready to come down. So I think this just helps in saving time. They do this a lot. So that is one thing I found really, really different from where I'm coming from. So another thing I have noticed about the British people is that they just randomly smile at you on the road. You're just walking on the road, and you have eye contact with somebody, and then they just smile. I think that's also like a sign, a polite thing. It's just a sign of politeness as well. So they're really polite here. So you're just walking on the road and you have eye contact with somebody, and they go. So another thing that I noticed is that they stand at the right side of the escalator. I don't know if this is the same in other Western countries as well. So if you're on the escalator, everybody is standing on the right side, just for people that are in a hurry to pass. If you're in a hurry, you have that other side of the escalator to quickly run down from the escalator. That's if you're in a hurry. But if you're not in a hurry and you just want to allow the escalator carry you down or up, you are standing on the right side of the escalator. So just so other people can pass. That's another thing I have noticed. So another culture shock is that they just randomly ask how you're doing. Like, you're right, even though you're not supposed to respond. I don't think the you're right. You're right is a rhetorical question. Like, it doesn't require an answer. I think it's just courtesy again for them to just ask you, maybe randomly at your place of work or anywhere, to know if you are all right. So you're not supposed to say, "Oh yes, I'm fine. How are you doing? How is your family? How is everything?" So I think it's just courtesy, because as they even ask this question in passing. Someone can just be passing and say, "You're right," and they're gone. They don't even wait for you to respond. So it's just courtesy. So they are really big on courtesy. So they do a lot of things that at the end of the day, it all boils down to the fact that they are very polite people. So another thing that I found shocking is their pop culture. They don't joke with it. I think it's part of their culture. After going through so much stress of work and everything, they have a big pop culture here. They create time for family and friends to hang out at pubs. It could be every day, it can be once or every other day during the week. So they have a huge pub culture here. They go out with their friends or family, have a drink or two, and then another thing that this one is very common, and is the driving side. The driving side of the road. This is something that till now I haven't gotten used to, and that's because I have to look left and right, look left again, just to be very sure. Instead of looking right, you're supposed to look left. So it's really confusing. So that's one thing that till now I haven't really gotten used to, and that's the road side. That's another thing that I found shocking even till now. So another thing is that the queuing lifestyle, like you have to queue, even though this queuing thing is common sense, like it's just common sense for you to join a queue if you're going on a train or on a bus, or if you're queuing to buy something. It's just common sense for you to queue. But here, queuing is a big thing. Even if you're trying to jump the queue, like these people, they will look at the kind of eye they will even give you. You will know that yes, you have done something wrong. So yes, they are very orderly and they don't joke with queue here. So yes, you have to learn to join the queue no matter how long the queue is. You just have to be patient, because it's going to help you shaping up everything and leave that bad habit behind. The habit of wanting to always jump the queue, the habit of always wanting to rush, wanting to find, always looking for shortcuts to things. Is going to help us a lot. So that another thing that I really love about this place is the fact that they are organized, and the queuing lifestyle is a good one. And you're going to have to queue a lot, because you will queue to buy things, you will queue, in fact you are going to literally queue to do everything. So it's going to help you a lot. So get used to it if you're coming to the UK soon. It, guys, that's it. That's everything about what I have discovered that is very different from where I'm coming from. So if you are coming into the UK anytime soon, just take note of these things that I've mentioned, just so you don't find it strange when you come. These are things that are very different from where we are coming from. So these are the culture shocks that I have noticed. And if you have more culture shocks, please feel free to write them in the comment section. If you are here in the UK and you have experienced something that is very different from where we are coming from, please feel free to also add more culture shocks in the comment section. Okay, if there's anything I haven't mentioned that is different from what I've mentioned, please feel free to add them in the comment section. All right. And please, if you are new on this channel, you are very, very welcome. It's good to have you here. We hope to have you stick around for a very long time. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Please, you guys should subscribe and engage. Please comment, like, share. All right. Till I see you in my next video again. You guys keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep liking, and take care of yourselves. God bless you. Bye-bye.